It's a good tool to have, even if you never have to use it. I'm talking about learning how to properly do CPR. And here this morning to tell us more is Ray Lemke, Fire and EMS Specialist from Nicolet, and Mike Carlin, Public Safety Technician from Nicolet, to show us the proper way and teach us. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, so medical guidelines seem to change really on a daily basis as new data comes in, and that includes the proper way to do CPR. Now, when I was in school, it was 30 repetitions and 2 breaths, and you do that about 5 times or so. Is that still the case, or what has changed about it?
Well, generally speaking, is that the 30 compressions, the 2 breaths ratio is still in play.
Okay.
But with kind of CPR awareness and lay rescue or CPR and trying to empower the community to take action in the event of a sudden cardiac arrest, what we're really primarily focused on now is good, hard, fast, deep compressions.
Gotcha. All right, so let's go more into chest compressions. What is the proper way to give chest compressions?
Well, we're shooting for a depth of 2 to 2.5 inches at a rate of about 100 to 120 beats, or 100 to 120 compressions per minute. And that's really kind of the focus, and we can correlate that song Staying Alive, and I know everybody's heard that, but it's right on, and it's kind of an uplifting, positive song to keep people on track. So, you know, really kind of what we're looking at is again, just good, hard, fast, deep compressions at the proper rate and the proper depth.
All right, so you brought a dummy in. I'm going to give it a shot really quick. So there's also guidance on this dummy too. There's 2 green lights. Is this available at your classes?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and we'll get to those classes here in a second. So I got 2 green lights.
Yep.
Now it's blinking yellow. So what does that mean?
Go a little bit faster.
Okay. Yeah, now it's yellow again.
Keep going a little faster. Good. Your hand's in a great spot right in the center of the chest. Your depth looks really, really good. And your rate's about spot on.
Okay, and I still get the yellow blinking light, but and then there's the red light, which means I actually just stopped.
Yep.
So, all right, that's very interesting to know. Like, I've never really had to do it, but like, it's always a good tool to know how to do it. So, but sticking with like someone that may be unconscious, when should someone like use an AED to shock someone if like chest compressions may not be working at the time?
Sure. So the kind of the general rule of thumb now with CPR is push hard, push fast, call 911, get the AED. So we really want to get that AED on somebody as quickly as we possibly can. And we're kind of evolving as an AED community all over Vilas, Oneida, Forest, and Price counties, where we're seeing more AEDs out there. So they are more available. They're super simple to use. Turn it on, put the pads on, and let it do its thing. It's going to coach you through everything. It's going to prompt every single step. So really anybody can use it, even with or without training. Obviously, we prefer people to have training and build some confidence in it. But we want to apply that AED as soon as it arrives at the patient's side.
Okay. And then when is the proper is it when someone drops down? Is that when you got to start chest compression, or do you have to like look for a pulse first, or?
2 simple steps with that. We check for responsiveness. We tap and shout and kind of shake them and yell at them. If there's no response there, we want to look for breathing, and we're going to kind of look at the general chest area right at the base of it where the diaphragm sits. If there's no movement, we don't hear or feel breathing, we can reasonably assume that they are in cardiac arrest and we need to start CPR.
Okay, those are definitely push hard, push fast. Those are good tips there. And you guys are offering classes at Nicolet on CPR. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's correct. We routinely offer classes in CPR, both for heart saver courses and BLS courses for the professional rescuers, EMTs, paramedics, first responders, what have you. Check our website at nicoletcollege.edu. For a schedule of classes upcoming. We try to do them on the campus in Rhinelander, and we also try to do them in outreach areas around the districts.
And if someone wants more information on just CPR in general, where do you recommend them going?
You can contact the college itself, or you can go to the American Heart Association website at heart.org.
All right. Thank you for coming in today. Definitely great tools to learn here, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.